Welcome back to Balabas Gist.
Asari Dokubo said that the Igbo people have a short memory. And that thing he said, if you watch it very well, it is beginning to look like it's true or it is true. Tell me that out of a year, 2002, 3, 4, and 5, we all are seeing how Nigerian military are moving to the villages. When they go to the village, they say they are fighting unknown gunmen, and when they are returning back, they will start destroying people's shop. Go back to this channel, you will see these videos I'm telling you. And they destroy people's home. People flee their home in Osumowu, in Olu, in everywhere these people go. The people abandon their home and run because of Nigerian army, not because of unknown gunmen. Listen, not because of unknown gunmen or ESN. But people run because their home was destroyed by the Nigerian military. And today, somebody like Udele will take the army and be showing you videos and saying that this place was vandalized, it was destroyed because of ESN, because of Nnamdi, because of this, because of that. Oh, sure. And everybody, some people are, of course, some people know the truth. Who is believing him are believing him. Who do us this thing? Ijele, where are you and where are all those people that is shouting this one, that one? Where are you people where this military will go and fight in Mother Valley and they're coming back and start destroying people's home? Are the people not making video of them showing what is happening? And we are forgetting so soon. Remember what Operation Python dance bring to Ali Igbo before they are saying we don't want this Operation Python dance in Ali Igbo. Is it not something that most of politicians themselves say that they don't need it again? No, because it later turned to another thing. But the question is, why Operation Python dance not being exercising in the northern part of where they are buying people every day? Why can't you call it Operation Cattle dance or Operation, like as this my sister just said? Then you will listen to this, our brother. Although Yoruba people are betrayers, but not all Yorubas. No, not all Yorubas. When you say that, but not all Yoruba, there's some Yoruba that still make sense. They talk truth. They stand on their word. I want you to also hear what this our brother said concerning Mazi and Sunday Igboho. What the Yoruba politicians and the Hausa politicians are playing in the life of Gumi, and what the Igbo politicians are playing in the life of the Igbos. I don't know, is it that there is only the Igbo people know how to make money, or is it only you people know how much do you even want to make? Everything you have in this life does not belong to you, including your most expensive clothes that you cherish so much, your most expensive jewelry, your necklace, or every damn thing you owe does not belong to you. Once you give off a ghost, people will take it. Even this your body, people will take it and go and return it to the sand where it belongs to. So why are we so stupid? I'm turning the Igbo people in this thing. Why we can't stand us? Look at Yorubas, they're chasing one cause. Let me tell you, Yoruba is it from Nigeria. But they have their strategies of their bidding or whatever. But the Funanis have bad agenda against Yoruba. So that's why they will not succeed. Because the Funani own is to take over Nigeria's ancestral home. But where did Igbo people, where did we fall? Where are we? Where are we standing on? Are we standing on the Biafra, or are we standing on the Nigeria that excludes us of every positions? One, is it, I don't know who said, is it Lai Mohammed or whoever that said this in the north, say, if you want to fight an Igbo man, pay Igbo youth. It's Gumi, yes, it's the same Gumi. He said, pay Igbo youth to go and fight against Igbo. That is what they are saying in Igbo land today. They are creating security with the governors to fight their own brothers. Why they are defending and talking of settling, let them negotiate with the terrorists in the north. Those people that claim they love Nigeria, why are you not condemning what is happening in the north? This is the question you should be asking yourself by now. So when he sees people and they carry created security, he bring violence in Igbo land. When you see them open their head, there's nothing inside that head. Before now they calculated that security, what is happening in Igbo land? Bet it, if it is not ESN, by now, if ESN did not hit Fulani's heart before Fulani started putting badges on the man in the Kali head, by now all Igbos would have gone. By now, at least in fact, one state in Imo State would have been taken over, but totally by them as a one community. So ESN hit them bad, and that is why they're crying hard. So if you see all those people jumping out, coming out, telling you that Igbo was good, that Igbo was good, they pay them money to tell me about they have collected money. They hate Igbo people. These people hate Igbo people with passion. Somebody who could not meet up, who could not make it, who have traveled for many years, couldn't achieve anything, and is frustrated. He hates the Igbos, those he does business with, those who couldn't help him. He hates you people very well, and they don't know. I beg, I'll play these videos for us to watch before we come back and continue. Stay tuned. Because sometimes when I start thinking about how did we get to this point, I start thinking many things. How did we get to this point? How other tribes are busy calling themselves together, chasing one goal. The politicians are busy selling us out, sending their children up. None of their children is in Nigeria. All their children is in our blood, and people are crying hard. Hey, this contraction, we don't like it. They can't even listen to their own people. So what is your benefit? What is our benefit in Nigeria? What is it that if we live in Nigeria today, all of us will die? What is it that we cannot stand on our own? Some will tell you don't have sheep out, you don't have this, you don't have this. Ewu, all the territory of Igbo land has even the closest access to the seaport. If you don't know, go and Google. Go use your leg and go there and do your own verify. Let me play the videos before we watch, because if I'm thinking what we have become, what our Igbos has become to, the thing is paining me badly. Let us watch the video before we come back and continue.
I have a serious question, and I seriously need your inputs. Please, where are the Operation Python dancers, skeleton dancers that ravaged the southeast during Buhari's regime? Where is the Gragua and sheer strength our military always exhibit when it comes to Igbo? What happened? What changed? Why is Boko Haram and ISWAP butchering our soldiers like suya? Why? If an now Namura don't cut. He don't cut. And I don't get the boldness to finish up the terrorists in the north anymore. Yeah, the smell of the See, there is one thing I always tell my Igbo people, my beloved Nnamdi. Oh, Chineke, thank you for making me Igbo Marabala. See, there is one thing I'm not Nnamdi. Why? We will not be the end of Nigeria. The country already is self-destructive. If nothing is done and these terrorists continue their wanton killings, it's just a matter of time. Just tere. Nyege bibi oboda bu Nigeria yeshinimea. Nihi na ọbara ndị Igbo akwafugoro n'oboda ka na-etimkpu. They will not rest until they get their revenge. Listen, the blood of the innocent Igbo people unalived in this country is still crying for recompense. Check them out. All of those people that ganged up to suppress the southeast, their communities have been overrun. Hey, Jehovah Shabbat! The monsters they breed are coming after them. Our military men, the Zika Boy Scouts. Ijo. Hell, when they gave me Ndi Igbo, na emegidele Ndi Igbo. Na emegidele Ndi Igbo. Ụmụ Igbo, unu amakwala Korono chim. We will just sit and watch Ndi Rai put to shame. And then make the Ndi. We not wash. Oh no, Jojo.
So I woke up this morning and thought that it's very important that I do this video. And this video is directed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm putting on back of my t-shirt this morning to say to you that Nigeria is still upside down, worse than you ever predicted. Dear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who once believed in the unity and peaceful coexistence of Nigerians. A man who once joined hundreds and thousands of Nigerians far away United Kingdom to protest and ask the Nigerian government to be responsible and responsive to her citizens.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, to the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace, we are asking for people to get together, we are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
A man who once held the Nigerian passport with pride and celebrated it across the world as he traveled. But today, Nigeria failed him, just the same way Nigeria is failing me and you today. And that led to the agitation for self-actualization of the indigenous people of Biafra. Nigeria failed him because we must trace the roots. Because Nnamdi Kanu once believed in Nigeria. So what happened? That is the question we should be asking. It is not a crime anywhere in the world to agitate and ask for self-actualization. No, it's not a crime. But Nigeria failed him, and that is what led to him fighting for the self-actualization of his people. But today, he's being kept behind bars. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me say to you that the things you spoke about today is being cleared before the eyes of Nigerians, and seeing the insecurity getting even more closer than you ever predicted. Today, it's clear. Dear Nnamdi Kanu, we can now say you are a prophet. You saw it coming. And today, lives within us. Dear Nnamdi Kanu, let me announce to you that Gumi in the north, who had continuously celebrated Boko Haram bandits and terrorists, and had forced Nigerian government to negotiate and sort out these people, is being celebrated, walking around the soil of Nigeria and across the world that he deemed fit to go to. Not even one political elite in the north has condemned Gumi or spoke against him. Not one. He's free, he's a free man. Sunday Igboho from the West, who also fought at some point for his people, today, they don't settle him. He wear APC cap and he's free walking across the streets of Nigeria today, and he's being celebrated. Not one political elite spoke against Sunday Igboho at the time. But today, the political elites in the East are continuously, a lot of them, 95% of them, continuously condemn your fight for the self-actualization of the indigenous people of Biafra.
Confident that should Nnamdi Kanu be released, security in the southeast will be positively affected.
Well, let me say this. Nnamdi Kanu is before a court of competent jurisdiction, and it would be very, very unfair for me to be talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which is before Justice Omotocha, or discussing anything about that honorable court. And I urge Nigerians to learn how to respect the courts, and I want to leave that about respecting the court for now.
But one thing I know is that you've always stood for that which you believe in. You have decided to trade your freedom so that the Igbo race can be free. And today you are behind bars, far away Sokoto. Millions of people still celebrate you across the world. But let me announce to you, dear Nnamdi Kanu, that we will not pray for you, because whatever you are passing through today is not a spiritual problem. It's a failure of a system that has continued to oppress you. And I know deep down in me that you still believe deep down in you in Nigeria, if Nigeria can be great. And I announce to you that we'll continuously use our voice to fight and agitate for a greater nation, that you will be free and you will come into and celebrate once again. You will celebrate Nigeria, I believe, because Nigeria will be great. And that country that you once believed in, you will see it and you will celebrate it. For me today, my opinion, you are being oppressed. And the oppression will be over someday. And you will come to celebrate that Nigeria that you once believed in. Dear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, be strong wherever you are. Nigerians know your value. They can be politically blinded. They can be religiously blinded. They can be blinded to ethnicity and tribe. But they know the truth. And that truth will set you free. Dear Nnamdi Kanu, our strength is with you. Our voice will not stop talking, because the same country that failed you still they fail us today. The same country when you once believed in, we still believe in the country today, and we will see a Nigeria that works. Peace and love.
My people, welcome back as you have watched this video. See, we have many videos like that, more than 30. I say more than 30. It's more than uncountable. So I used to do this video concerning what the Nigerian army is doing, how they are burning people's home, even the people I know in person, how they are destroying their home. And in that family, there's no female, there's no young boy living or staying at home in those families which they destroyed. And somebody like Udele will go and video the crime of the military and come and show you, telling you is Nnamdi Kanu is a created ESN. And so what? What of the people that created those Muslim police, Muslim military, Muslim this thing, apart from the terrorists, apart from the Boko Haram they created in the north? Did the government attack them? Did the government put them down? So why Igbos is always against, especially when the Igbos know that maybe, hi, I cannot get money from this, I am not in position to achieve this, and you will see them fighting their own brothers. This is what is playing in Igbo land right now. The main crime, we should even call it art, which is what they are committing now. When our youth is disappearing, our young boys is disappearing, when they catch you, they tag you, and this thing, they take you to Tiger Base, you are gone. They never come outside to fight, or they never come outside to do anything. And some people are busy believing these fools. Guys, share this video and drop your own opinion in the comment section. My people, don't forget to see there for Biafras gist. As they watch, make sure to share this video and drop your own opinion for inside comment section, so that other people go know wetin dey go on and the lies these people they try to label the Igbos.